Yeah, good afternoon, y'all. It's Anthony. Alright, just finished on my run. It's about 12:30 right now. 12:45 p.m. Waited a little bit today. Went for a run after lunch. But anyways, while I was running, I listened to Bigger Pockets once again. Listen to Bigger Pockets Podcast 500 with Robert Kiyosaki. And it's so funny. I agree. Alright, we're all told to avoid debt. Dave Ramsey talks about it. He's a very smart person. And I agree with Robert Kiyosaki. If you have no financial education, you don't know what you're doing with your money, avoid debt at all costs. So all my personal debt, I try to get rid of as quickly as possible. The debt I do accumulate is to grow my businesses. And I love what I just heard about business and debt. The whole point of owning a business is so you can buy real estate. So you can get into debt and avoid paying taxes. That's ingenious. I should have listened to this back when it first came out, but whatever. But it makes perfect sense. If you own a business, stop using that money to grow your business. Use your profits to buy assets that produce cash flow so you have more assets than you do liabilities. I'm still a professional. If you love your business, hey, take that money you're earning and reinvest in your business. But you should be owning assets with that business. I've been trying to talk my brother into doing this with our family business. There's some issues and some hold-ups, but I think I got my mom on the same page and she's the one that handles the books for it, but there's some other loopholes we got to get through before we can do it. And instead of showing a profit for the business throughout the year, there's a limit to how much materials and equipment you can deduct. Like me, I'm an independent contractor. And I have some network marketing businesses, so the majority of stuff I do or buy is a tax write-off. That's why I do what I do. But if you don't have all those deductions and write-offs, what are you gonna do? You're gonna end up owing money at the end of life. That's like they're just talking about, like, it's not the wealthy that pay astronomical amount of taxes. I think it's about Warren Buffett said that his little secretary, stipulate secretary or whatever, she paid more taxes than he did. It's the middle class that gets screwed by inflation and taxes. They're the ones that pay the most taxes and get hit hardest by the inflation. Just like low income housing. Like, they're not very nice, they're not very well maintained, and in the long run you pay more money. But everyone that lives there thinks, oh hell, that's like Section 8 housing where the government's paying for it and giving them a utility check to pay for their utilities, their water and electric. That's ridiculous. Oh, that property is not very well maintained. There's a lot of shady stuff that happens in there. But, hey. But they think they're living fat because all the money they make from their jobs or their child support or their stimulus checks or whatever, they can spend on drugs, partying, getting their hair and nails done, whatever. It don't matter. But they're not trying to advance their lives. And seriously, stop living off the government. Start figuring out how to use debt in your advantage and acquire assets, not liabilities. And just like the same advice I read all the time, I said I read a lot about investing and financials. Like, the government's gift demand, the Roth IRA, tax-free growth, all this stuff, but it's not a tax write-off. No, you're wrong. I own a couple Roths. I own some real estate. I own precious metals. I own Bitcoin. And at the end of this year, next year, I'll switch up my asset allocation once again and put the majority of money I'm putting into my Roths into my solo 401k. I'm going to use that the purchase real estate. Because all the money I contribute to my sole 401k is a tax write-off. It's like an employer contributing to their employees' sole 401k. It's a tax write-off. Then when I get the real estate, I'll convert it over to a Roth. So all my rental checks, all the earnings from my rental fees will be tax-free. That'll be down the road a little bit, but hopefully by the end of next year, I'll have my first rental inside my sole 401k. And life will be great. Like I said, your goal in life shouldn't be to make a lot of money. It shouldn't. Your goal in life should be to save your life. You work if you want to, not because you have to. As I tell you, I've been walking around reading. Just went for a run at noon. Took my girlfriend to work at 10. Came back. Went and took little man $2 to the school so you can have a snow cone for their snow cone day or whatever. I guess she forgot to give him the money for it, so I went and dropped it off. But hey, I spend the majority of my day doing what I want. But don't get me wrong, I still work. I still do shift. I haven't worked a single day this week. Last week I made one delivery Monday, one delivery Tuesday, and that was it. And then Saturday and Sunday, I did my deliveries. I'll probably do the same thing this week. Probably make 1 or 2 deliveries today, 1 or 2 deliveries tomorrow. And then make the majority of them on Saturday and Sunday, because why not? I'm not a partier. I don't need to go out and get drunk. I'll do half the day. I'll make money Saturday. During the whole morning, I'll spend it with the family. Same thing with Sunday. But that's the way I've set up my life. I've minimized my expenses, and I use all the money I earn from ship to go on my assets. Like I said, right now, the majority of that money is going into my Roth IRAs. As I still plan on maxing them out and growing them into $1 million a piece. Well, like I said, by the end of next year, I'll have my first piece of real estate inside my sole 401k. So I can gain the tax advantages of owning real estate, all those write-offs. Then get all the cash flow from the rental checks. Because right now, if you are not trying to invest in real estate, you're missing the mark. Because interest rates are extremely low. The government is giving out free money. And rents are going up. Because people still can't afford to buy a house. Because owning your house, as Robert Kiyosaki says, your personal residence is not an asset, it's a liability. An asset is what I'm trying to buy. I'm trying to buy a cash producing property that I can rent out to other people. And then I'll eventually use my VA loan to get another house for my personal residence. Until then, I'll keep living in the apartment just because I don't have 2 years consecutive income to show to qualify for a typical loan. But, hey, I'm going to get it there. But like I said, change your mindset on what you consider an asset and a liability. Change your mindset on whether you want to make a lot of money or if you want to create a life of freedom. But I just got the wind blowing at me. I stink. I'm going to go shower. So, I said, if you're getting some value from my channel, subscribe to me. Help me grow it. Reach some more people. That's all I do is share the stuff that influences me and I believe is valuable and everybody should know. You might not agree with me. That's perfectly fine. But before you make that judgment, I don't know what I'm talking about. Are you happy with the way your life is going? Or could you might actually take some of my advice and change something up and do something else? Alright, y'all. Well, y'all be great. Take care and talk to you later.